you'll see that I am not the best snowboarder. I am a kid making do with what he's got. The most dangerous conditions I've ever ridden in or been in, you can't even see the ground. You might take a wrong turn and end up off a cliff, and I don't mean that lightly. You're never in too much of a rush to save your life. Well, first of all, your body don't get to make decisions. It's all about your brain. I would love to be a voice for anyone who look like me and anyone who don't.
I don't need to smoke no more, and I don't need to drink no more. I just need to clear my mind. I couldn't even think no more. Remember I was hitting my limit. Remember I was
now let's look at video number 8. Now we're going from Farmington, Michigan to the big stage. You shared a throwback video from Alpine Valley in your hometown. How did training on a small local hill shape your technique and your drive? And what do you say to riders who think a massive mountain is required to become elite?
Here in these videos, you'll see that I am not the best snowboarder. I am a kid who is making do with what he's got. In this video we have here is a video of the jumps, or I don't know if they're even called that, because they're actually just 2 mounds of snow that someone pushed together and left there unattended or anything, just left them there. And I decided, hey, I'm gonna turn that into a jump.
How old were you in this video?
In this video, let's see, what color pants am I wearing? I'm wearing orange pants. Okay, so I'm 10 years old.
Wow.
I'm 10 years old in this video, and I'm making do with what I got. I know that Colorado exists at this point. I know what's out there, but I also know that I can learn from whatever I have. Like I said,
yes.
Let an opportunity that you have right under your feet slide on past you. So this was an opportunity that I saw, and an opportunity that I took, because ain't nobody built a jump that day. They just left a pile of snow for a 10-year-old Flyin Brian to find and to go and have fun on. So that would be the first thing. Now, for those who wonder or think that you have to have big resorts to succeed, I would say that depends on what you want to succeed in. If you want to be a really technical rail master, I would say find a place that has a lot of rails. It doesn't have to be a big resort. In Michigan or Minnesota or what's that place called? Even like Mountain Creek over in New Jersey, I believe. None of those places have big mountains or a big terrain, but you can get really technical and learn a lot of things there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for me, it was crucial for me to move to the west, to Colorado, to the Rockies, to pursue the area of snowboarding that I really wanted to. And that was to be an Olympic athlete in the area of big air and slopestyle. And to do that, I had to go and find big air and slopestyle, which conveniently was in Colorado.
Sounds like Colorado's your favorite state.
I like a lot of states, but I'm not sure if Colorado's my favorite.
Okay.
It's really cold, it's really dry, and in the summertime, half the time it gets too hot.
Oh wow, okay.
Because half of it's desert and half of it's mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say I don't mind. I've been here for a while, and I don't plan on leaving anytime soon.
All right, let's go on to what is the most dangerous condition you've ever ridden, and how did you manage it safely?
the most dangerous conditions I've ever ridden in or been in would have to be up in the Austrian Alps, and it is complete whiteout. If a fog or a cloud comes in, you are completely trapped within that cloud.
Yes.
You can't see a person who's wearing highlighter clothing not even 10 feet in front of you.
Wow.
Like you can't even see the ground. And so the only way to get through those types of situations is to take it real slow, because if you don't, you might take a wrong turn and end up off a cliff. And I don't mean that lightly.
Yes.
You could be gone. So if I have one tip to anyone that might experience that at some point in their life, it's that you're never in too much of a rush to save your life.
Let that sink in, folks, because you only get one life. Okay, you're not a cat, you don't get 9. So you need to make sure that you use the wisdom of Flyin Brian here. Don't be cocky and thinking that you Captain America and you can save the world. You can't even save yourself. Be safe. Use wisdom.
And take it slow.
Take it slow. Take it slow. All right. Now we're going to look at video number 10, the future of Flyin Brian. And I must say this as a preface. Not too long ago, I was trying to do a cartwheel. And at my age, I was even scared to do a cartwheel. So how did you develop the courage to flip and spin in the air on a snowboard on snow-covered mountains?
Well, I got to give props to you for getting that cartwheel down.
I didn't get it down. I'm talking about as an adult. You don't have to give me no props, man, because at my age, I just didn't have it in me to just try to go through with the whole thing. My body doesn't rotate and move like it used to when I was, 7, 8 years old.
Well, first of all, your body don't get to make decisions. It's all about your brain.
Yes, sir.
So next time you think about it, mess around and try it, because who knows? You might just bust it out and land it right then and there. And you could be like, all right, I know I can do it. That's it. But anyway.
I think my producer was probably thinking right now, man, we should do a video short of Flyin Brian training Raphael how to do a cartwheel. Oh man, I don't want to embarrass myself like that. So let's keep it smooth and keep it cool,
We'll keep it smooth.
But you gave us a sneak peek at a new project trick you're working on. What can you share with us about what's next for Flyin Brian?
This trick that I've been working on for some time now, and it is a backside 1980.
A backside 1980. That's what you call it?
That's what it's called, because 1980 is the amount of degrees of rotation that this trick is. So,
man, that was when I was born, 1980. I'm probably old enough to be your granddaddy, man. How old are you?
I am 20, going on 21 soon.
Yep, I'm old enough to be your granddad.
Man, there ain't no way. I mean,
yes.
I know black don't crack, but like, come on, man.
Oh, yes. By today's standards, babies having babies. Man, yes. But anyway.
Yeah. So babies having babies still got me choked up. That's the truth.
That's from me, having worked in education for a couple of decades, man. I didn't see it all, but I don't want to get off topic. So let me have some tea and let's carry on the conversation.
All right, we shall. Tea break. But yeah. So talking about this this thing that I'm working on, the 1980. It is a wow. It's almost so big. I'm having a hard time thinking about it, but it's 5.5 rotations, taking off goofy and landing regular. So I'm taking off with my right foot forward, and I'm landing with my left foot forward. And
Wow.
I'm going down the hill backwards then. And this trick actually didn't exist at all growing up. So there was never a point in my adolescence that I thought, oh, I would love to do that trick someday. It didn't exist. We didn't think physically, like quite literally physically, it was possible as a human being to spin that many times around, and to land it and keep going.
Wow.
That is where my journey is leading me, and that is the next big thing that I'm looking forward to.
Okay. All right. So let's go to a scene in the future. It's at the Olympics. You're at the top of the run. The Team USA jacket on, flags waving. What's playing in your head right now before you drop in?
Wow. That's deep. I would have to say, in that moment, what I'll be thinking about is just a glimpse into what it took for me to get there. What the sacrifices myself and my family have made for me to be at the top of this drop-in, and for me to be wearing this jacket. I'd also be thinking of the community that supported and raised me, because I believe that my mother and father are very, very important, but I also believe that I have hundreds of mothers and fathers on this world, and so I would love to make them all proud. And then I would probably turn down my music real low and take a deep breath. And then I would drop in and say, them, and go do it.
All right.
That's
a
just
very poignant way of putting it.
Yep, that's just something I say sometimes before I drop in, because I'll be deep in that thought, and as present as it feels, some of those thoughts can lead to the past or the future, and I don't want to be anywhere but the present. So sometimes I just say, them, just so I can remind myself what I'm doing. Nothing else matters. I'm right here,
Yes.
My family and my whole community, everybody, they're right here in my heart, right? They're here with me in that presence, and then I drop in.
All right. Brother Flyin Brian Rice, what would be your biggest goal for the next 5 years on the board and beyond it?
My goals for the next 5 years on my board and beyond that. Number 1, be the first person of color in the snowboard Winter Olympics. Second to that, be the first Black American to medal at the Winter Snowboard Olympics. And thirdly, I always remind myself that those first two goals isn't just for me. I could never do any of this all because I wanted to do it for me. I want to do it for every little boy and girl, of person of color, whether no matter what race, ethnicity, or nationality you are. I want to do it for them. I want to do it for the people that are told that they don't belong there because of the color of their skin, or have had hardships or less opportunities because of so. And I want to do it so that I can show them that no matter what people say or what people think, you can do anything that you put your mind to. And like you said in the very beginning of this interview, your life don't gotta be all about football and basketball, and that's the only golden ticket. Your golden ticket is whatever you make and whatever you want. See the world through your eyes, always, and no one else's. And be you. And in the next 5 years, I want to keep that as my main mission. I work very closely with the Chill Foundation that brings kids from inner cities out to the mountains to let them see the world through their eyes in a different light, and to show them that there's something else out there for them, and that even if it ain't snowboarding or winter sports, just having that new experience and seeing that there's other things out there gives them the creativity and the imagination to prosper other ideals into their life and their surroundings. I know I'll be in this sport for a lot longer than 5 years, but after that, I would love to follow in some of the same footsteps as Salima Mesakela, who is an amazing host and personality through the Winter X Games and so much more. I think that's someone that I've looked up to for a long time, and his energy and the way he speaks, I would love to follow something like that.
Yes.
And to also be a voice for anyone who look like me and anyone who don't. That's me in the next 5 years and beyond.
Well said, Flyin Brian. And what you have just summarized for us, it really encapsulates the question I was going to ask. When it's all said and done, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind, not just for snowboarding, but anyone chasing a dream? You just basically expounded on that. You elucidated on that question, and you have made it very clear that your perspective and your philosophy is really about inspiring others. And you find that the greatest leaders and people that have most celebrated the world over are people who could think beyond themselves, and they could think about how they could impact others and leave a legacy for others that would empower them to have a better quality of life and to have a more fulfilling life, a more satisfied and prosperous life. So thank you very much for that expose on your philosophy and what drives you and motivates you to do what you do. It's very, very insightful. And so in closing, I want to say thank you so much, Brian. These videos were outstanding. Thank you for letting us into your world and taking us behind the scenes of what it truly takes to ride snow at a professional level. Thank you for inspiring the next generation to chase their dreams one jump at a time. And I pray God's favor and protection upon you as you train to dominate the competition at the Winter Olympics next year. Now, I must tell you really briefly, in 1 Kings chapter 18:46, there was a biblical story about God's power coming upon the prophet Elijah, enabling him to outrun King Ahab's chariot for nearly 20 miles to a town called Jezreel. And I pray that God's power will come upon you as you train and compete in your upcoming competitions. And may you experience supernatural anointing to flip, jump, and fly beyond levels seen heretofore. I truly believe and know deep down in my heart the best is yet to come for you, Brian. Now, to everyone watching, if this conversation inspired you, even a little, to get on a board, conquer a new mountain in your life, or push your limits, then we accomplish something meaningful. In Matthew 17, verse 20, Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." Now, this passage uses the mustard seed, a proverbially tiny seed that grows into a large plant, to illustrate that even a very small amount of faith has the potential for enormous growth and power. Vision is the mother of faith. If you have a vision, like Flyin Brian, of accomplishing something great in your life, ask God to give you faith to work toward fulfilling your vision. Luke 1:37 says, "For with God nothing shall be impossible." For the young riders out there, let Brian's journey be a reminder that greatness can start anywhere, even on a small local hill. Stay consistent, stay hungry, stay curious, and stay humble, and keep building your craft. In the words of the late, great Bill Russell, you can do anything you want to do if you want it badly enough. Now, if you have enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and share it, because the world needs to see what is possible when passion meets purpose and vision gives birth to faith. We have more powerful conversations coming your way in the next few weeks, including some special guests you will not want to miss. Brian, thank you again for an incredible session. And to our audience, stay sharp, stay motivated, full of vision and faith, and we will see you on the next episode of Premier Insights. As always, we pray God's richest blessings upon you in this life and in the one to come.
And I don't need to drink no more. I just need to clear my mind. I couldn't even think no more. Remember I was hitting my limit. Remember I was feeling like quitting. You stuck with me 24/7. I only gave you a few minutes. Yeah. In the storm, in the rain, I just called on your name. Yeah. When I'm lost and I stray, you dissolve all the shame. Yeah. Eyes wet behind the Louis, feeling like I'm about to lose it. Oh no, broken heart under my jewelry. I just gotta give it to you. Yeah.
I'm with you, wrong, alright. I'm with you, wrong, alright. No, I'll be there through the night. I'll be there for you. Oh, no matter what is going on, I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you.